What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Unwell Miguel, coming to you from the power of the internet. Remember when Boogie would say that every video, and then he apparently scammed his audience? Man, those were the days. But I used to actually really like Boogie's non-Francis videos, where he would just talk about. It would kind of be like this, he would just talk about whatever he wanted to that day. Normally it was video game related. I think his videos were the first ever type of content I consumed that was like a podcast. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Boogie. We are here to talk about the Irate Gamer. Now, before we get into the Irate Gamer, one of the most important online content creators ever was James Rolfe. A man who sort of accidentally stumbled into it after his friend Mike Matei posted a few somewhat old home movies he had made, in which he played a nerd character, the joke being the games he was enraged about were so old there was no point in even caring. But these short home movies he made as a joke went viral on YouTube in the early days of the website. It seems like almost all media review content online stems from Mr. Rolfe. And in the early days of the website, he had some people who were basically just stealing his bit. Just to be clear, not just taking inspiration from it and doing their own thing, literally just ripping him off. The most infamous of which being today's subject, the Irate Gamer, or Chris, I think it's pronounced Chris Bors. He has been a content creator for a while on the platform, and he saw success doing a few different things over the years. While he and James did beef for a bit, eventually they collaborated. But, I'm not really here to talk about Chris's time as the Irate Gamer. You see, the thing with him, he's found success doing so much different stuff, He's done actual gaming journalism, going to E3 to cover brand new games at the time, like new Super Mario Bros. Wii, only the newest games. Well, it was new at the time, but it's not new now. Although, some people may not be aware of the fact, Chris has a somewhat secret channel that passed the success of the Irate Gamer by a lot. That being Puppet Steve, Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Toy Unboxing. The videos contain him playing a puppet character of Steve from Minecraft, making content trying to appeal to whatever is popular with children at the time. This channel has received over 1 million subscribers and almost 700 million channel views. It also had a less successful brief tie-in channel called Zombie Steve. This channel was intended for even younger audiences from what I can tell. These channels are nowhere near as popular as they once were, but that's alright because Chris has another thing he does. He's done it for a bit, but now it's really starting to get attention online. And that's him being the world's first ghost behavioralist, or ghost doctor. He's apparently been doing this for about a decade now, releasing books and appearing on numerous daytime TV shows about it. But I and a bunch of other people have only recently learned about it because Chris has found a way to mix the topic of supernatural stuff with internet drama. He's found a way to do it. For a bit of background, there's this ongoing meme and superstition around the Sonichu medallion being cursed. If you don't know what the Sonichu medallion is, there is a 60-part documentary series on YouTube that can explain it much better than I ever could. Because it's supposedly cursed, some streamers have been holding it on stream as a gag. And Chris has gotten a lot of attention from audiences and other creators for discussing how he believes it's haunted. I think he might just be goofing around, but maybe not, I don't really know. But nonetheless, it's kind of humorous. But I want to give you guys the recent, Sonichu medallion updates. On July 3rd, 2024, there was 2. The first one being with Nick Rekieta and Ralph, whom they have both held the necklace. So they were going to do a stream together, but a hurricane was coming to where Ralph lived in Mexico. So he relocated to another city in the country to try and avoid the storm, as it was likely to shut down his internet and power, and he didn't want to reschedule the interview. But at the new location, Ralph and Rekieta were plagued by tech issues for quite a bit. Eventually, they did do their interview though. Some also said Ralph wasn't sober, but he denies this, and I'll take his word for it. He might have just been jet lagged from traveling. Thankfully, Chris has been offering advice for how to remove the curse from those who it's affecting. And that also brings us to what happened on the 3rd. Popular VTuber Pipkin Pippa. Is it Pippa? Pipkin Pippa? I can't say it. I can't say her name, man. I don't know why. I've always had a big issue with saying her name. She did a stream removing the Sonichu medallion from her Roblox inventory. Anyways, that's all I really gotta say now on this topic. I'm assuming Chris will keep doing this type of content on creepypasta tier shenanigans because people clearly enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's interesting to follow. You know, people talk about internet drama and like that sort of stuff, but this is like a really, you know, interesting spin to put on it. You know, he's talking about he's talking about alleged supernatural stuff. It's an interesting gimmick and it's working. Keemstar apparently stole one of his tweets and he got mad about it, and Keemstar's tweet got a lot of likes, so you know, people like what Chris is doing right now. This recent attention's been going good for him, even financially. He's already sold through like half of his Blu-ray set that he sells about being a ghost behavioralist, which I believe it contains 16 episodes of a show he's made. I could totally see him trying to turn the Sonichu meme into an episode of his series or something. I think it would be foolish for him not to do it. And yeah, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, peace out.